Oh, we back. We are back. We are back. Back to the regular schedule program. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? How you doing? Get everybody rolled in. Get everybody rolled in. Rolling. Rolling. Send this live to 5 people, please. Send this live to 5 people. 10 if you want to, if you got the time. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.
We in the building.
What's up?
What's up, cuz? How you feeling?
I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Can't call it. You feel me?
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties, people.
Another day,
But
another blessing.
absolutely, we here in the building. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? Happy Thursday.
Y'all do me a favor, man. Send this live to 5 people. Each and every one of y'all send this live to 5 people. Please do that for me. Please.
Let them roll in, pour in.
Yes. Let's get it. Waiting for my good brother Josh to come up on in here. There you go. What it do? Everybody send this live to 5 people. Do me that favor. Send this live to 5 people. Oh, what it do, yo?
Yo, what's up?
How you
What's
been,
up,
man?
Chad?
How you feeling, man? I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. I'm here.
Another day, another blessing, right?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, man. Let everybody know who you are. You know,
Yep.
what you do.
With me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, Josh Baird. I'm from Baltimore. I'm a pastor. I'm a life coach. I'm an interior designer. I design. I do everything. I do a little bit of everything. But man, I just love people. I love helping people. I'm here to serve the people.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My man in the building for the people, man. Josh, I appreciate you for all the help you're
Yep.
doing in the community, my brother. Say a life coach, huh?
I'm trying to figure it all out, man. It's all come full circle for me in the pandemic, man. Like, at the top of the pandemic, I said this statement, and I've been eating my words ever since. I said in the top of the pandemic 2 years ago, I said when we thought that it was only going to be like 30 days. Now we 2 years in. And I said, we're going to find out who the real from the fake is when we come out of this. A lot of people going to get in their bag. A lot of people going to lose a bag. And so we've seen some people level up. We've seen some people create, and we've seen some people, now they trying to catch up. And so I've just been head down focused, man. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. Do me a favor, man. Tell me, what's the biggest lesson you learned this year?
Gratitude. I'm learning how to be grateful.
Yes.
Gratitude says gratitude is action, right? And so it says that I humbly serve my day knowing that I'm not owed another day. So I'm
head around backwards for that.
I'm trying to learn how to serve my day. I got a wife. I have 2 girls, 4 and 1 now. So we had a baby in the pandemic. So I'm trying to figure out the balance. And I'm not sure if there's, such things. Because whenever there's a big assignment on your life, you have to learn how to live in that tension of like going to get it. And yeah, so I would say gratitude. And the other thing I would say is learning. I talked to my wife about this the other day. I think she's on, so she'll appreciate this. We were talking. I learned from her the other day. I used to say that hunger is the gift of God to man. Right? If you're hungry, the more hungry you are, the more you'll go looking for food. And you can tell who's hungry and who's not. When your stomach's really touching, you really get in your creative bag. But she said the difference with a lot of people is they think they're hungry, but they're starving. And when you're starving, you'll eat your own hand.
Ooh.
Mm.
Jeez. Jeez.
Told you I had to
Learning
turn my
how
head
to
around
balance.
backwards, man. He's ready to blow it off.
Y'all hear me?
Good.
So if you don't learn how to balance
Yeah.
between,
Hold up, bro.
Hold up.
Wi-Fi check.
I'm here. I got all
man.
Yeah, you breaking up.
my bars. I got all my bars.
I thought you went over there. I thought you hit that Boost Mobile on me real quick.
Now her point was you got to learn and be able to identify the difference between being hungry and starving.
Mhm.
And so I've learned to be hungry and not starve my family of what they need from me, which is attention. They need their dad. She needs her husband. And I think the tension for a lot of us is we working a 9 to 5, but we also trying to work a dream. And if you don't understand how to appropriately give energy to both, you'll end up without a job and you'll try to work a dream without resources. So I'm just trying to learn balance.
I think everybody in that boat, bro.
Yes.
You just said something pivotal because, like, what is that balance? I'm out here trying to hustle and make it better for my family, but they need that attention too. But I can't stop thinking about what it's looking like on the other side.
Right. So what is it? So what is it to gain the world and lose your family?
You don't want
It's
that.
always it's a missed up. Yeah, it's always a missing cause. Something is always suffering. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So that's probably one of the two biggest things that I've learned, that I'm learning this year so far, because it ain't over yet.
By far.
So let me say that. Have you found your God-given dream or your God-given talent? And if you did find it, right, and you started to grow apart from people, things, and places, right, would you have to sacrifice to keep that dream living, or keep that talent going, or living within your talent? Like, would you have to sacrifice?
I think sacrifice is a part of life. I'm a man of faith, and so I believe that it is critical that sacrifice is the emptying of yourself, right? And so if you empty yourself, then you can be filled. And so sometimes, a lot of times with gifted people, they gatekeep, they hold it in. And so you might have the answer for somebody else, but if you gatekeep and you hold it to yourself, how does it leave God to be able to replenish you, to be able to give it to somebody else? So I often say, like, you are a conduit. You're a vehicle. You ain't the roadway. You're a vehicle. You ain't the roadway. So it's incumbent upon all of us to understand, like, yo, when you get a gift, when you feel gifted, when you feel like you have a sense of direction, you've got to be able to be what's the word I'm looking for? You got to be able to sacrifice, like, I got to navigate this. I got to give of myself with this. But as for me, I don't know if I've found my dream. I think life, especially in the pandemic now, I'm in my 30s now. So I thought I would have been further, faster a long time ago. And life has showed me, like, no, you need to slow down, champ. You need to really slow down and really to go back to the old gratitude piece. Like, so I don't know if I'm really living my dream, but I'm in my purpose. And sometimes
there you go.
Sometimes when you in your purpose, it's not your preference.
Come on now.
Like, that's real, because we all want to be like, our preference to be like on, right? That's our preference. But sometimes your purpose is to really, like, get it from the bottom so you can sustain. Because again, what is it to gain the world and lose your soul? So for me, I use it as an example. Chinese tree. When you plant the seed, first year, you don't see anything. Second year, you don't see anything. The third, you don't see anything. Now, at 3 years, you gotta be saying like, yo, what's really going on? Like, you gotta be seeing other people like, yo, other people are blessed, other people getting new cars, other people getting new opportunities, other people getting on syndicated radio shows. Like, I'm seeing everybody else get blessed, but my seed that I put in the ground hasn't done anything. Year 4 goes by. It's not until year 5 that the bamboo tree produces something. And in 6 weeks, it grows 80 feet long, 80 feet tall. In 6 weeks, the only reason why it's able to grow that fast, because for 5 years, it's been germinating and taking deep root in the ground. You gotta have a foundation. And so I've learned that if you don't have a foundation, you're not gonna be able to sustain. Even if your takeoff is dope, I've learned to take the steps, not the elevator.
Ooh. Yeah. That's a real one right there.
Yeah.
That's a real one.
Hold on, let me write that down, bro. What you say?
For real, man. It's real.
Yo, give me the 3 key principles as like building a strong foundation. I need like the 3 key principles. Building a strong foundation for yourself. In your opinion, your own words.
For me, number 1, for me, this is me. There has to be a God component in it for me. And from there, it flows real easy. So if I have God, then I have clarity. If I have clarity, then I have direction. So if I'm clear on where I want to go, I can't be distracted. I can't be enticed. What used to entertain me no longer entices me. I'm very clear on, I gotta have God, I gotta be clear, and I would say God, clarity, and you gotta have some identity as well. You gotta, like, in this world of social media, like everybody's on. Everybody's a click hopping away from like being a like, a subscribe, a blow up. You gotta know who you are, and until I mean, I'm not even trying to be elementary with it, but these are real keys. Like, if you don't know who you are, like you gonna get like, you can get tossed. Like, anybody's gonna be able to just impress you, get you out of deal. Like, you got to know who you are. And that's why clarity is so important, and that's why God is so important. So I would say identity, know yourself, clarity, and have God as a foundation. Yep. Yes,
Okay.
Like that.
Let me see. As humans, right? We all have our own perception on situations, life. So sometimes your perception can, it can hinder you on how you look at it, right? Somebody might not have to just convince you that you should look at things otherwise, right? So tell me your outlook on perception. How it can either hinder you or it can push you forward by how the way you look at things. Because sometimes we don't want to hear what somebody else has to say, or how they're telling you, maybe you should look at it like this.
All right. I'll attempt to answer it the best way I can.
Okay.
And this is what I'm gonna say. When you're on a plane, right? Everything when you're on a plane, sometimes the building or the house looks bigger. When you get off the plane, you get to the house, it's bigger. It's this whole small versus big. The closer you are to it, the bigger it is. The further you are away from it, the smaller it is. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes we because we're so close to our problems, we're so close to our situation, we're so close and so critical of ourselves, we don't understand that we're further than we really are. Yeah. You got to step back. You got to really step back. Like a painter really has to step back every 5 to 8 strokes, because they got to be able to see the bigger picture, because they're so close on it. And sometimes we so close on the picture, you got to back up and see, like, look how far you come. Look how far you really come. And so I would say that. And I would also say, whenever you're given a dream, like a God dream, right? Like this thing keeps you up at night. I always say a dream isn't what you do at night. A dream is the thing that keeps you up at night, right?
Right.
Whenever you're given a dream, you're never given a dream on an assignment from God. You are given something that is incomplete. And the biggest frustration is, for a lot of us, is that we want blessings from God that are completed. But God doesn't give us blessings that are complete sometimes. Some of us want to wonder, but we don't want to do the work.
Yes.
We want to promise, but we don't want to process. And we get frustrated that, God, why didn't you give me something that was complete? And he's like, no, I need your DNA on this just as much as my DNA is on this.
Yes.
Because if all of my DNA is on it, they can't trace you. I need you to subdue the earth. I need your seed. I need your vision. I need your dream. I need your hand on this thing. And if you want something complete, you missing an opportunity to do something great. And so I would say, man, when it comes to perception and perspective, change your thinking. Change the way you think. Because I found out people who are really creative, they go looking for problems. They look for problems. If it's already complete, you don't need me. You don't need me. I'm a problem solver. And so if the problem's not solved, if the problem's not solved, I can do something for you. But if it's not, I can't do nothing for you. I need to find something to create. I need somebody to partner with. That's what I do. I'm a creative. And I feel like there's a lot of people who are looking for something perfect, but it ain't coming that way. Your dream ain't coming through like that. No. Your dream is coming through sweat equity. Sweat equity is this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I think about when I think about perspective. Yeah.
That was one right there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that replay, brother. Yeah. That was love right there. Check this out, bro. You got a lot of knowledge, bro. Like, what are you tuned into? Like, what you like what do you tune into? What are you entertained by, man? Because you keep kicking it, and I know you in some type of book, some type of pod. Like, I know you study something. You gotta give the people the secret sauce real quick.
All right, I'm gonna sound real cliche. Y'all not gonna like it. Y'all not gonna like that. I'm telling you, my prayer like that.
Oh yeah.
It has to be. Like, if again, the gift is not mine. So you think I'm just kicking it, but it's really like divine. Like I'm really locked in on prayer, so I really pray a lot. The other thing, like, I'm reading this book called, write this down, Robert Greene Mastery. Robert Greene Mastery. In that book, he talks about the keys to mastering your craft.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if you're a mechanic, don't matter if you're a singer, doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur. Whatever it is that you do, you've been assigned something to do on this planet. And so his whole spiel is you gotta find somebody who can, you gotta find your thing. You gotta lock in on the one thing, because all right, I'm about to ramble, but I'm about to bring it all together. I'm about to get back on the people who are creative, all my creatives. If you're creative, if you whatever your thing is, if you're entrepreneur, business owner, whatever it is, the issue for a lot of people who are creative is we aren't just made to do one thing. We got 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 to 15 things that we can do. The issue for us is locking in on the one thing because we get so caught up trying to do everything.
Yeah.
And we end up wasting time.
Mm.
So this is how you fight. What's the word I'm looking for? This is how you fight distraction. Choose the one thing that makes the most sense for you right now. Choose the one thing that makes the most sense for you right now. When you do the one thing, it's going to open up the door for everything. So it doesn't mean that you're
talking to me right now.
It doesn't mean that you don't get to do the other things. It means that you putting enough sweat equity, you putting enough time, you putting in 100 hours nonstop doing the top discussion.
Yes.
Now I got some equity in this. Now I've been doing this for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is going to open up a door for me to do something else. It's going to open up a door for me to do a podcast. It's going to open up a door for me to do one of Hot 97. It's going to open up a lot of doors, but a lot of people get distracted trying to do everything, and you missing your moment because you're distracted because you can do a lot of things. You're a master of everything and a master of none at the same time.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You got a thing, and that one thing is going to open up the door for everything. I promise you, I'm a living witness. I'm living proof.
Okay.
I'm living proof. I didn't want to do the social media thing. I didn't want to do the inspirational thing. I was cool kicking it, doing the church thing. I didn't want to do none of it. Somebody from my team was like, yo, we in a pandemic. We can't meet like we used to. And I was like, okay, you got to start getting in front of that camera, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, yo, that's not my thing. I'm living proof that getting in front of this camera has opened up so many other doors for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But his whole thing, Robert Greene Mastery, he's talking about mastering your craft. And mastering your craft opens up doors for other opportunities. Yeah.
Yes.
I read the Bible, obviously. Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of mental health because in my world, I'm trying to help people. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to help people in their mind. Most people's battle is not in their work. It's in their mind. It's your battle. The battle is in your mind.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It really is. And so it's in your mind, but it's manifested through your mouth.
Yes.
So you can't do it because you don't even know how to say it because your mind is cloudy.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So life and death is in the power of the tongue. You can speak a dream or a nightmare. And most of us, our reality is so convoluted and there's so much pressure around us and we trying to make it and hustle. All we can do is speak what we see. But real faith is speaking what you don't see.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And you have a whole lot of faith. The Bible says you can have faith the size of a mustard seed.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a big. A mustard fit on my thumbnail. It'll fit on my nail.
Right.
He said if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. You can move your family out the hood. You could do something for your family. Generational wealth is all in your mouth. Mm-hmm. But you got to speak it until you see it. Don't speak what you see. Speak what you don't see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me put some fire emojis in the chat. Sheesh. Yes. Sheesh. Matter of fact, it's cold. Let me put some cold joints in the chat. God.
Yeah.
I had a word for you.
Yeah.
And it's something everybody does mainly, I feel like, you know, our culture,
Mm-hmm.
kids really, we hop on or they hop on, and it might be even a couple people in here. We're just, because we're all humans, we all hop on sometimes and we compare. We got to stop comparing for what we see on the internet.
Yeah.
So that's my word for you. Elaborate on that word. Like, what would you say for somebody that keeps comparing when they look on the internet, or they might look at the person that's next door to them driving that car? Like, talk about the comparison and the timing. That's what I need. That's what I need from you.
Comparison. When you compare, you are. I think it's okay. Hear me, and I'm gonna go the long way to get to this.
Mm-hmm.
Comparison. I think it's okay to be competitive
Mm-hmm.
if your motive in your heart is right.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
you compare yourself, you are saying to God
Mm-hmm.
that I don't trust that you've made me enough to be more. I don't trust that you've made me to be more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
So comparison is really identity.
Mm-hmm.
You have an identity issue. And I'm not trying to be hard on anybody, because listen, I do it too, to this day. And I gotta watch myself, because sometimes I'm comparing myself and I don't even know their process. I don't even know what they had to go through to get to where they got. And that doesn't mean necessarily they did something negative. That just means I don't know the hurt, the pain, the process that they had to go through.
There
And
you
their
go.
process developed them to be able to have what they could have. Now, if you had what they had, you would probably fumble, because you haven't what they had. So
Mm-hmm.
we compare, and we don't even know the blessing is in your process. And so sometimes you got to get hungry again. Here it is. We're talking about hungry again. You got to be hungry enough about what you have. You got to be grateful enough about what God has given you. You got to put the time in and work that seed and cultivate that seed. Listen, I'll say it like this. I had a fiddle fig tree. This beautiful big tree in my house. I had this fiddle fig tree. And one day the leaves started falling off. And I'm like, man, what's going on? What's going on? And so I find out, I'm reading on the fiddle fig, and come to find out, I'm watering it. I got it near the window. Come to find out, the fiddle fig, the reason why the leaves were falling off was because the pot was too small. Sometimes, hear me, you have to understand your pot is too small. The people you hang around is too small. They cannot handle you. They don't have the capacity to move you to the next level. So sometimes you comparing yourself when you really ought to be trying to connect with that person so they can pour into you. You need to be building relationships instead of being jealous.
Ooh.
Because your pot is too small. You need to transplant yourself into a bigger pot so you can grow deeper roots, so you can grow higher.
There you go. There you go.
Yo, wait a minute.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
Compare yourself to somebody that really should be a mentor. They should really be a mentor. Why are you comparing yourself with a mentor? A mentor is supposed to be doing better than you. If your mentor is not doing better than you, that's not your mentor, that's a peer. And we don't know the difference. And we talk about age. We talking about levels. Right? We talking about levels.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
If they on a different level than you, they should be inspiring you. I'll say it like this. And then I say it like this. My mentor told me you need 3 people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody beneath you, you need somebody on your level, and you need somebody above you. You need somebody beneath you that you can pour into, that'll keep you humble. You need somebody on your level that can relate to you, and you need somebody higher than you that can pull you up. If you have those 3 people in your life, you will live a fulfilling life.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop there, sir. Please keep going. They say don't stop there, bro. Please keep going.
Yeah, and I think that whole thought, like, about the whole comparison is like, why are you comparing and competing with somebody who's here? They should be inspiring you. And so, like, we can get off of it, but yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
You was touching people with that one, bro. Chat went crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
Speak that word, man. He ain't lying.
Yes, sir.
They should be inspiring you, man.
Yeah.
You still trying to get there. Let them pull you up. Don't be jealous about it. Let them give you the skills, the tools. Let them pull that belief out of you that you don't believe in yourself.
Right. And so when you just said something, let them give you the skills, but let them give you the tools. And what a good mentor does, that my mentor told me, a good mentor gives you speed.
Mm-hmm.
A good mentor gives you speed. She helps you deal with problems without feeling the pain because they already dealt with it.
Yeah.
Big facts.
So a good mentor will give you speed because you're not inundated with the pain of the process. You can go through the process without the pain. That's what a good mentor does. So why are you being competitive when this person should be your mentor that can give you speed, that can get you where you need to go faster, quicker, without the pain?
Yes.
Trying to tell you.
Yes, sir. This is what should I say? I want everybody to know where they can come see you at. Like
this Sunday.
This Sunday where at?
6605 Liberty Road.
All right, put that in my comments for me. Please.
This Sunday at 10 o'clock.
So do y'all, but it's a lot of people that's not around. They might want to stay connected with you. Do you live stream?
Hold on, I'm trying to put this in. Hold on. Yeah, I do. 6605 Liberty Road. Somebody should be putting this in the chat. I should have my wife put this in the chat. 21207. Yeah, I just put it in there.
I'm overdue, brother. I'm overdue. You was letting off tonight. What I told you, don't hold back, bro. Don't hold back.
Yeah. So let me just give you this weekend. I'm preaching this. I'm preaching / teaching from this thought, and it's a very famous thought and quote. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay.
I'm dealing with this whole tension that this word says in the Bible says there's this prayer of Jabez. He asked the Lord to enlarge his territory. He says, bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, and let no evil come around me. And so I'm going to be teaching from this whole principle about work equity, sweat equity, in that you can't ask God to enlarge your territory until you conquer what you already have.
Okay.
It's going to be good. I want to get It's going to be cool.
I will see you on Sunday. Yes, I will see you on Sunday for sure.
Yeah.
I'm overdue.
Yeah.
My man going crazy.
But they can see me. I need to be more diligent about really putting out content. Because I have so much going on, but I really need to focus on. But I have a YouTube channel. It's all Josh Baer, JOSHHUA. I can't spell my name. JOSHHBAIR, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me on there. But other than that, if you on this, you can follow me. I'll be putting out more content soon. My real plan, the original plan, was to give small bites of nuggets and then have the people transition into YouTube. But I got a lot of stuff planned out this summer for some link ups, some meetups, And then I'll be doing some lives, like some quick 5-minute, 10-minute lives, because you know they take a long time to get in these lives, man. I know y'all know that. So I'm gonna be doing some maybe like 20-minute, 30-minute lives, you know, about like a quick nugget of the day or something like that. I'm gonna be doing some lives and stuff like that. So I know that's what the people want and that's what the people need. So I gotta plan accordingly to do it. So
yeah, them reels be hitting, bro. Them reels that you be doing, they be hitting, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I always see you on that. They definitely hit.
yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I'm trying to work. Master the craft. Master the craft.
All right.
And that's the thing. And I'm gonna say this. Most people have to understand though, like you most likely you practicing your craft in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't worry about putting out a perfect product every time.
Yes.
It ain't like I looked at my stuff from a year ago. I'm like, what am I talking about? I'm just like, man, this is trash. I'm be honest. I'm like, this ain't it. This is not it. But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. You can't be so bound to being perfect that you don't put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
That part.
What? Another question, real quick. We went to school together, so you know we know the younger us. What would you tell the younger you?
Why'd you take so long? Man. Why did you take so long?
That's a good question, right there. Yes.
Why did you take so long to step into what you knew was supposed to be a part of your destiny? See, some of us get glimpse of what we're supposed to be doing, but we don't want to do it because it don't have this attached to it. But when you master your craft, that'll always come.
Mm-hmm.
So,
say it again.
You gotta enlarge your territory. So you can only enlarge and get more territory and get like until you master where you are. It's gonna come. The money's gonna come. I'm not saying I do what I do for money because I don't. It ain't no money in it. But when you master your craft, it opens up other opportunities for you to make money. And I was so focused on getting to the bag. If I would have just submitted myself to doing what I knew I was supposed to do, I'd have been further faster. But, you know, timing is so perfect, he won't allow you to miss your moment.
Hear that? I hear that all the way, man. Thank you.
That's what took you so long, man.
Man,
You waiting on the coaches like getting the game.
Josh, my brother, it's been a pleasure spending this evening with you, brother. You just came on and shut it down and had people engage. I hope y'all really understand what he was saying and really not only just listen to it, but adapt that into your life and everyday life after that, right? So you just killed it so crazy, Josh. I just want you to, shut it down for us, man. Give us that closing that we need, brother. And the floor is yours.
Take your time now.
I'll go. All right. So I'll do it like this. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for? Why are you waiting for what you're waiting for? I want to tell you, it's not coming. They not coming. They not supporting. It's go time now. It's go time now. You waiting for somebody to support you. The support is not coming until you master the craft. It's a sad reality, but it's the real reality. The love is not going to come until you on. Most people don't want to be on. No, most people don't want to follow you until you on. You know, this like I'll go biblical. Jesus wasn't even accepted in his own hometown. Most people not going to accept you in your family, in your friend circle, in your town. Most people are not going to tap into who you are locally until you, it's so weird. Usually it's regionally and then you blow up locally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm asking everybody on here, what are you waiting for? They ain't gonna show up, the resources ain't coming. You gotta get it yourself. You gotta master that craft. You gotta be so hungry that your stomach is touching, man. Like you are in seed form, and it has everything in it. An apple seed has everything in it. It just hasn't been planted yet. So you got to plant yourself in some seed. You got to plant yourself in some good soil, which means you got to plant yourself around the right circle. You got to plant yourself around the right environment. You got to get yourself a mentor, and then you gonna blow up. You about to blow up. You just got to start.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, man. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you coming on this show. It meant a lot to me. It's good to see you because I haven't seen you in years. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will make sure I see you on Sunday for sure, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Pull up.
You already know.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All righty, man. You have a good night.
My brother, appreciate you.
All right, y'all.
All right. That was good right there. That was good right there. That was great.
Check this out. Check this out. If you're in Maryland, 6605 Liberty Road, Baltimore, Maryland. What time it start? I don't remember. 10 o'clock. Check. Yo, he make me want to go to church, bro. He make me just want to go to church on Sunday just because he in there speaking the good word. Something that I can actually feel and something that's real.
Speaking more of speaking the truth, you know.
Exactly.
The truth that we all need to hear sometimes. You feel me? It's the truth. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in here, man. Y'all have a good night. You know, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend with your family, yo. It's the top discussion. Make sure y'all check in next Thursday too.
God bless y'all.